it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. Well, we've already seen Zerel Jar come back to life, and we saw that final boss of the last dungeon, the Vanguard, actually transform when he absorbed a soul. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. What are we going to see exactly? Come with me, and you'll find out. Yep, okay. I am very curious about how this is all going to play out in the long run. Un momento. Remember how much more people pushed questions on the mom versus me? Yeah, like... That was why I literally had that moment with Graha, where it's like, finally somebody is actually asking a question. And they're not just going, oh, this person... Like, I mean, at least here, they were willing to answer the questions and not be evasive about it. Oh my god, her name is Nostalgia. I love that. Unlike Sveen, who's been very elusive and cagey about her answers. But nobody pushed her. Firearms makes the most sense for people who don't have combat training like us. That's why we salvage as many as we can from mechanical soldiers and convert them for our use. But yeah, I was sitting there going, come on, this is... It was getting a little silly. But, Nostalgia's a nice girl. Treat her well. I can but try. Got to remember that occasionally nostalgia is a bit misleading too. Okay. I'm very curious to see how this is all going to play out. Like, I don't expect that the things that are going to happen here in Dawn Trail are necessarily going to be the setup for the next 10-year arc. But I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot of this that is the world building and the narrative that's slowly going to lead us into what the story is going to become. So this is why I'm very much trying to absorb as much of the lore as I can. It's like, how is this going to play out? Like, yeah. Very curious to see where they're going with this. Because whilst I'm mostly on board with it, there's something I can't quite put my finger on at the moment that just isn't sitting right with me. Then again, it's been that way since we started discovering these regulated devices. To alter the memories of the populace with such precision is no small feat. I'm going to guess it would take an incredibly complex and high-functioning computer. Sorry, but I just can't accept the idea of using souls as a resource. Neither can I. We see how the regulators work, but how? So those regulators are to blame for everyone forgetting Namika. And forgetting what a wonderful person she was. You haven't forgotten. Just remember that. What does she intend to show us? Oh yeah, no, I that's what I mean. Like they're setting the groundwork, but we're not going to get the course of what we're actually in for until later. You know, like kind of like a Realm Reborn set up a lot of the main themes, but we didn't really know where the story was going until much later. Like it started becoming very apparent later on. I get the impression this is going to be a bit like that, but it's kind of like how much of this is I'm curious to see how this is going to play out in the long run. Everyone here? Good. It's the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're going to meet an acquaintance of mine, Streaker, one of these hunters. Alright. Hey, Thunderhorse. Look, as much as I want to, I'm also not going to right now. I really do just want to push with story, eh? Judging by its name, I take it this facility is for gathering lightning energy. What do you think is in this box? I'm guessing food. Streak will show you what life can be like wearing a regulator. Let's get this over with. So I guess my other question now is, if one of us put on one of those regulators, would we suddenly have our memories purged of Namika? Or is it only an effect that begins once you equip it? And I'm sure that at some point something like that's going to come up. At some point something like that's going to come up. But it's just one of those other questions that's kind of, you know, burning into my temple right now. It's pizza! Well, I'm not blind to potential benefits of these regulators. The risks inherent in giving another party the power to alter your memories cannot be overstated. Never mind the ethical consideration of using souls in such a fashion. If Shoto's still about, it reminds me a little bit of the Sumaru storyline in Genshin Impact. And the whatever device it was that they had, I can't remember the name of it. They all had access to knowledge, but unfortunately with that came a certain level of control. Given the opportunity, I should very much like to study Electrope on behalf of the students. What's the time? I was just after 8, cool. Kafka? What are you doing here? There's so many friends. Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? Oh, it's fine, I guess. Hold on. I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen Sphene's crown. Thank you, but they aren't wearing anything at all. Because I've been wondering if she was wearing one, and whether one of the glowing bits and pieces of her accoutrement was a regulator or not, because she certainly didn't have a standard one. Cool. Thank you for answering that question. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Don't say I didn't warn you. Dangerous side, there isn't really much to see. Gafkuya said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, but these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so force the hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. Special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. But yeah, what are you saving up? Souls. Yeah. Okay. I brought this lot here to see the danger you speak of. It's not too much trouble to ask. Of course. In which case, it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. All right. Are we gonna see one of these hunters transform? Because that was another one I think I was wondering after we saw the guy in the Vanguard did. Is can they transform and then change back afterwards? Or are they stuck into that? I don't know. I'm not sure I understand, I suppose we should each slay what we can. Got nag, couldn't respond sooner? That's alright, sorry. It's not a problem. I'm mostly just throwing out my own, like, rhetorical questions, like, just, yeah. It's what I do a lot. I'm afraid I must leave the fighting to you. My fussy little bum is never any good at fighting. This body of mine isn't suited to it either. We'll leave this work in your capable hands. There is a comment about stuff regarding what happens when we read after someone's death. However, it's not in this queue. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I follow. I follow. That's right. Yeah, I'll discover it eventually. It is just one of those things where it's like, I'm sure I will find out if that was a thing. It's just one of those things where being who I am, I like going into the dive and the nitty gritty on, okay, what is this? How does it work? How does it impact things? What happens under these conditions? What happens under these conditions? Because I enjoy my writing and my narratives and my world building, both for my D&D and my own creative writing. I love going deep into shit and figuring out just how much something might impact a thing, I want to regulate it weird just because it looks like some outfits. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a piece of glam we get eventually. Because, fashion, baby. Oh, of course, Ty's gone. Yeah. I forgot to resummon it. Oh, we also had a good time in that dungeon last night, Siren, because I had one of my lovely people in chat decide we were going to test out all the different animations and what it would be like if I fought with the camera zoomed all the way in or in first person. So I attempted to show her what it would be like. Needless to say, it was a time. Yeah. Like as far as a functional regulator, it would suck. Like it wouldn't be something that I imagine the characters would wear. As far as a functional one. But hey, we can also wear succubus wings and they're not necessarily functional. Love challenge runs and getting people to do stuff all zoomed in. Like I had one with all animations for every party member switched on, and then I did it with them all switched off, and then I literally did it in first person for an entire trash mob. I was just messing around, It was crazy. Alexander 12 Savage with 8 people. Oh my god. Like zoomed in? Because I did part of the fight like that. And then the rest of it I did like this, and I was like, oh my god, I can't do this as a dragoon. This is awful. Yeah, first person. It's awful as a dragoon. Oh yeah, I mean I had fun, but it was still awful. I can't imagine. Oh, I suppose nowadays I could imagine doing Alexander. Oh, it's Catoblepus. Or Catoblepus. Pass. I can imagine doing it now. I couldn't imagine doing it back then. This one will do nicely. We'll help you! No, that's not the point, Alice. It's fine, really. I've faced worse. Just watch. I don't like the looks of this. Let us help. No, no, no. Hey, there's the eye. Oh no! Oh no. Ugh. See, what I don't like about this is the fact that she's literally sacrificing a soul to be able to show us how this works, right? Like, literally this, what this demonstration is doing, is they are sacrificing a soul to show us. Which is horrible. And in the meantime, the Catoblepus is still just there going, "It's fine, I killed the bitch!" Yeah, definitely not on content. That was embarrassing. Bastard caught me off guard. Oh yeah, I mean, we watched someone die, but that was always going to be the way this cutscene would, like, I can tell this was the way this was going to play out. She was either going to use a soul to power herself up, or she was going to die and it was going to bring her back. And I hate the fact that either way they sacrificed a soul just to show us what we basically have already, you know, figured out. You mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. And it's just sitting there waiting, you know. Now she burns another one. Class change to warrior. That's what Zeral Jar did with the red. Yep. Okay, so she didn't transform, she just powered up. She just went Super Saiyan. Just like Zeralja. Yep. Come on, let's get out of here. That's also a function of the regulator. I mean, yes, we've seen it before. I mean, we have. You didn't. So yeah, are they burning another soul to get that power up? Ugh. Ugh, it just feels bad. I think I understand now. Zeral Jar was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa. But I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. Reminded of the serpent... Yeah, yeah. The Ophidian dude, whatever it was. Reminded me of the Serpentine soldier. Xander, I think. The Serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the King's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. Oh, okay, so it is a glut of souls. Gotcha. Almost like an oversoul. It's where they're going with it, right? We're eventually going to get that term thrown out. Maybe not, but, you know, it feels very suspiciously like that's where we're going. Don't want to know. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if it'll allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. There you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those of people and those of beasts. I I didn't realize beasts were going to be the thing, but that makes sense. That does make sense. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. What about the souls of beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Thrika. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails, claws. Too many, and you become more beast than man. And does it get reversed, or is it permanent? Chooses one form through the souls of other beings. Becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Sent. Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. Yeah, they'll never go to the ethereal sea if they're snatched up and put in the regulators. The cycle of which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilizations and the reflections are surprising indeed. I'm back? Welcome back. Okay. Curious. Right. Sven speaks of lived experiences that suggest she's far older than she appears. Considering the power of these regulators, perhaps it's not so far-fetched. Especially now that we know she's got one. I've never seen it for myself, but it's said that if a beast's soul is potent enough, a single soul is enough to induce a monstrous transformation. Oh, see now these two little lines here, exactly what Erenville and Kafkuia said, that's exactly why I like talking to them in between things. It's just interesting little bits of note and lore that you wouldn't get otherwise. And once they're gone, they're gone. When M itself spoke of surprising civilizations and other reflections, I wonder if he had Alexandria in mind. Having seen the beauty of the ethereal sea firsthand, I simply can't accept what they've done here in Alexandria. I understand this is part of their culture, but it's no less disconcerting. Curious? Oh, just about the whole, the beast souls as well. Like, I don't know why. I honestly have no idea why it didn't occur to me that it could be souls of beasts used in the regulators as well. You know? It should have. I should have known. I should have been able to figure that out incredibly easily. I didn't even think about it. But the implications are quite high, and like I say, just talking to Erenville there, or Kafkuia there, it's kind of like, it was kind of where my mind was going with the stronger the beast, the more the beast. Also about, is the transformation permanent? Just things like that. Knowing what I know, it's so interesting watching this old stuff again. That's why it's always fun watching these playthroughs again after you've experienced it, seeing others go through it. Because it's always interesting seeing what sort of reactions happen and how people feel about it. I know it's part of the reason why I like rewatching some of them, watching some people go through them. But we all have our own thoughts on souls. For now, the important thing is we know what powers Ralja has at his disposal. So we've either got him, beat him incredibly souped up, or remove that power source. It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the soul. Yeah, that was like when they were saying that, I was like, that's impressive. Strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. I want to comment on some stuff you've said, but I can't. No. It's please don't. Like I say, most of the shit that I say this is how I do it. I just ruminate out loud all the time. I never expect a response to like the weird questions or theories I throw out. It's just that's how my mind processes shit. That's what my thought process is. This is no longer. I mean, I do that when I'm not streaming and I'm playing games with big stories and interesting bits of world building and lore. I still talk out loud to myself, going, "Ooh, what's going on with that? Ooh, I wonder." It's no longer only Tuliola's concern. With his newfound powers, Ralja has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped, no matter the cost. The void, the worth of a soul. Ooh, 0. So that souls has been added out. Oh, okay, all right. I have not been reading much of these. Interesting. Within all beings, whether it be man, animal, or even plant, does ether flow. It is the spark which grants life to the lifeless. Conversely, death can be said to occur once ether has left a corporeal object. From this, it is clear to see why many scholars use the words life and ether interchangeably. The ether of the living can be broadly divided into corporeal ether, one's vigor or life force, and incorporeal ether, more colloquially known as one's soul. A person possessed of only the former becomes a zombie, while having only the latter would render a ghost. Okay. Ethereologists also assert that an individual's memory is inscribed upon the soul's ether. It is further theorized that memories associated with stronger emotions, such as regret, are more likely to persist after death, which would perhaps explain why so many spirits fixate upon vengeance. When a living creature perishes, its corporeal ether remains in the physical world, where it is consumed by predators, or absorbed back into the land to provide nourishment for other life forms. Incorporeal ether, however, is returned to the ethereal sea, the life stream. In that otherworldly place is a soul washed clean of its memories, there to await rebirth as a new entity. Yeah, so all of these souls that are being recycled into the regulators are not being reborn into the world. I'm just and nodding to your theories with a shitty grin on. I appreciate that. Those that may be true and those that may be false. Yeah, like I say, sometimes the shit that is true is kind of like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, cool. And the shit that is just like, that's a really interesting take. Embracing oblivion. So with that achievement, that means we're now what? That's like the 3/4 mark, I think. We're now 3/4 of the way through Dawn Trail, I think. That tracks, I guess. Calculia regards you with concerned curiosity. I trust you've gained an insight into our use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. Okay, so we've got another quest available there. Ah, cool, we got some of our blue quests available. Cool. Good to know. Save them up for if I need to level my Dragoon, or when I want to go back and level my Dancer. I've been trying to keep my Dancer up, but I'm not quite there. Oh. It is well that we can see firsthand how regulators are used to draw upon even the souls of fiends. I shudder to imagine how powerful Zeral Jacques will become. Like, what is the capacity of what those regulators could hold? Like, what sort of souls? How many? How powerful? Oh, I'm so curious about like the specifics of it. What does Lama T wish to discuss? I think that everyone has lived here for 30 years, long enough to become accustomed to the way of life. It's what I was saying, like how can they accept it? It's been 30 years. I understand the argument that we should keep an open mind if this practice isn't rooted in culture, but every fibre of my being rails against it. When you hit the final area, it alone is like 3 to 5 hours of just story cutscene. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, walk in and the exploration of that a bit more time. Just do it before doing. Oh, absolutely. I like what I mean. It, like that being the 3/4 mark feels about right. That actually feels about right, because I usually also when you hit max level, you've still got quite a bit of story to go. You know, like you don't get to the like level 99 and hit 100 about the time the story finishes. No. You hit 100 and then you've still got a good chunk of story to do. So I'm absolutely going. Yeah, that feels about right. 2/3 of the way. So there's still a lot of story to go, and it's kind of like, it's interesting that we're kind of ramping to this point, and it's, okay, huh. Because like, Endwalker, you went to, Ultimate Fuel, and I think you were basically, level 90 the whole way through that zone, just about, I think. Sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliholal and Alexandria. And while Zeral Jah knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. So you want us to go learn more about what Zeral Jah's become like? Yeah, that's what I mean. For the Aetherial Sea and for the level 89 trial, yeah, you, and that was just prior to going there. And I'm pretty sure that by the time I hit that, I was very, very close to level 90 anyway. And I feel like most of the quests, most of them in Ultimate Fuel were in fact level 90. I really feel like they were. Minimum, yeah, 2/3 of the zone. Minimum. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within that enormous tower, Everkeep. So here, I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kafkuya and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zeral Jah. Sven, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? They at least are giving us answers. Sven is cagey, and while she seems genuine, there's just enough uncertainty about her right now. And I still believe that she is, regardless of what she's saying, there is a big part of me that's like, I still think she's actually more responsible than she's led on to what's happened. I don't think she's meaning to do all of this harm, but I very much am like, I'm pretty sure she's more at fault than she's allowing herself to remember. There were 90 when the quest names chose. Yeah, started to become corrupted. Yeah. Hey, Insanity! Yeah, we're getting closer. We're in Zone 5. I had the Vanguard dungeon last night. I think I've just had the achievement pop, which makes me think I'm about 3/4 of the way through. So we're getting there, man. How you doing? How are you, Insanity? Don't know why we act like we have to pick one. We don't. Even at this point in play, people work with both. It's true. It's just like I'm very curious to see what Wiklamart's answer is going to be here, actually. Well, there you go. That tracks. It's simpler, really. Their leader is Erenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sven may feel, she is ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. Plus, as we were saying earlier, she is very, very careful about the words she chooses to use, and she was evading a lot of the questions we were throwing at her. There's too many unknowns about her. And I mean, yeah, maybe we shouldn't trust these people just because we're getting answers from them. But immediately they're showing more of an interest in working with us. And actually, you know, tit for tat. Fair point. And knowing Zoral Ja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on. There's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Truyala. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Kafkia. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zoral Ja for good and all. What's more... Music stopped. There it is. I trust you, Aaronville. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? It's a trap, and deal with it when it's sprung. That's always the way of it with you. Fine, if you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Look, I'd console you, but right now you don't want to be consoled, so, you know. Yeah, hi, Insanity. How are you, buddy? Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Okay. Yeah, it's still quite a bit of time. Insanity does also play 14. He has well finished the story quite some time ago. It's good until 5 minutes ago. I stood up wrong. Oh no, dude. It's no fucking good. Hopefully it's not, like, awful. Get yourself some painkillers, sit yourself, lie yourself down, man. Take it easy, yeah? Yes, no, Insanity very much plays this. 6 levels on your bard, 100 character in each category. Oh, you've managed to get 100 on each roll? Hell yeah, brother. Val Resolve is possessed with conviction and flexibility both. If the tales are true, she learned much in the course of the Rite of Succession. That's right. The resources at their disposal, I'm hopeful that Kafkuya and her people will make great allies. I'm unaccustomed to seeing her make decisions like a ruler. Better that than her former vacillating herself, though. It's true, actually, yeah. She has come a long way. Well, I'm all for dealing with Zoral Ja. We need to consider how our actions may affect ordinary Alexandrians. They're not the enemy, after all. I agree with Lamart. It's a gamble regardless of whether or not we choose to work with people here, and more knowledge is better than less. Exactly. Some knowledge, something is better than what we've been getting. Oh, hello again. I told you. Wildlife can be very dangerous out there. You need to take care if you don't wear a regulator. Wear you like a regulator. Wait, what? Stop it. You understand how regulators work now, I trust? It's one of those things that's best seen in action. I suppose that's the other thing. When they're doing like the power-ups and shit, is that actually expending the soul? I don't know. It's just interesting. That's got a little funny. Not all of them know, but I really did not enjoy those stories. Oh, you didn't enjoy the role quests, Insanity? Were they a bit too silly for you, or just not your cup of tea? I just today managed to catch up on up to the level 98 one for the melee DPS. I thought about streaming those ones, and I thought, nah, I'm just going to do those off stream. That was something I was like, I don't need to do those on stream. I mean, I can, and I probably will at some point, but I was so focused on trying to get, you know, get something done before stream today. Kakuya, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zeralja. What? But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. His vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zeralja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden. It's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me. I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you. My fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Okay, yeah. And it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kafkuya. Kafkuya? I can't remember how that last bit's done. Everyone, together we'll achieve great things. I'm sure of it. And let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zeralja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion. The king resides on the uppermost level. While Queen Smeen has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zeralja will eventually march on Tuliolal again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is, we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents will be put in harm's way. Yeah, we're not doing that. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. Tank and healer role quests are probably my favourite. The healer one actually teaching you to be a healer and use sauna. Oh, Shuna. Right, gotcha. I was about to say, wait, what is that? Shouldn't be in a 90 to 100 quest line before they try to eschew on that spell as a healer's head. No, because I mean, I know that playing as a conjurer, some of the very early conjurer quests were teaching you to use a Shuna. I don't know about the other healer classes. I don't think Scholar ever did. My Scholar's like 56, and that's my next highest healer. But I know the Conjurer, the White Mage one, the early quests, if you didn't use a Shuna and it was telling you to use it, then you were basically losing. So, but that's, yeah, it is interesting how they leave some things until last, like they're almost an afterthought. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliholad. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than Miankona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. And why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. Yeah, it's kind of been the other thing, is at this point, I would have thought he'd be well aware that we're here. Oh, excuse me. Swimming past the Lafayette and Shadow Rings and the Endwalker roll quest, and they actually had us use. They actually made us use crowd control. Yeah. Nobody uses that shit anymore. What do you mean? Oh no, it's happened to my eye. At that I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. But if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Bop, 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 bop. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. We force him to come to us. Yeah. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Korna instead. He'll attack Tuliolal again, like he said he would. It's a dangerous move. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. That's a really dangerous move. Like, that doesn't... I get where she's coming from. But that doesn't feel like a Wuklamart plan. Because that potentially puts her people in danger. Any campaign against Tuliolal requires that Zoral Jar lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Return, yeah. Indeed, they'll need time to repair the defences. I should be glad to coordinate the efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Stoller, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. Oh, crack in my back. There we go. You'll leave Vanguard to us. Send word at the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zoral Jar to move, you'd do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourselves with the technology that empowers him. Hey, learning more shit. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh? I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside that tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is, how to get you through the checkpoint. About that, Sveen said that she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. She's the queen. Mind you, I suppose it'd be kind of like almost like martial law, I guess, yeah. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when working together. Give me just a sec. Character sure speaks wonderful words of wisdom every time she opens her mouth. Every single time. Yeah, so just give me a moment. I'm going to take just like 30 seconds to get up and stretch and move a bit. Be right back. better. Just get up and have a bit of a move and a bit of a wiggle. There we are. Cool. I reckon I got maybe half an hour before I'll probably give up for the evening. So let's see how much more we can push through. Okay. This isn't their main headquarters. I can't imagine what the actual place is like. Intelligence that Kafkuya and her people possess would be very useful to our efforts. It's eerie hearing my mother's voice come from that peculiar machine. Is it just me, or Aaronville and Kafkuya are complete opposites in personality? Yeah, a little. Between making new friends and entering the tower, I can't help but feel a little excited. Yay, excitement. Woo. Actually, I need to just double check that's okay. Yeah, let's move that out of the way. And that's also cool, right? While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Zgheib, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayakwe. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, huh? That explains the resemblance. Wayakwe is a Tonawatan, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Her mother is Tuliolan, and her father is Alexandrian. I wanted to honor both cultures. Okay, yeah, alright. They're beautiful names. Thank you. I have no memories of my mother. I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name. And years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released. When months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We'd already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. Right. That bastard! Even here he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. Nod. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. I kind of like the top they're wearing, actually. I'm sure I've seen it before somewhere, but I can't think where. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. While mine is a Tonawatan name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes. Our mother's homeland. Those pieces restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, tacos, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. Yeah, I'm not putting a lot of effort into voices tonight. Just because. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts all. Alineshpia. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kafkuya. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, I'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Meanwhile, in Everkeep. I was about to say, that was a dark screen for a lot longer than I'm used to. Oh, yeah. Computer servers. Ah.
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont.
Fill in the music.
No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path.
He doesn't want another path.
I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing.
Showed how much of an ass you were.
To kill them is my only recourse. Wook Lamont and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
Rankles, huh?
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason.
And abilities. Okay. So what are her abilities, I wonder?
Wook Lamont, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuliolal.
Okay.
What now?
Okay. You know what the weird, janky, almost slightly discordant music in here reminds me of? The Garlemald one in Walker. 12 Hadalber, if she's mentioned anything embarrassing. At long last, we're entering the tower. Not that I'm excited or anything, not unduly. Stolja and Wawake remind me of Alphino and myself. Similar but so very different. We should chat sometimes. Try sometime. Trade twin tales. It takes no small amount of courage to oppose Zoral Jar and his army. The members of Oblivion must be driven indeed. By the way, you want to watch yourselves around the mechanical soldiers roaming outside. Malfunctioning may attack unprovoked. Thanks. My sister is something of an introvert, so I take it on myself to watch over her. By the same token, though, she's extremely cautious and observant. That makes her great at reconnaissance. They say the sky outside the barrier is truly beautiful. I'd love to see it one day. Yeah, leave it to me. We'll get you there. Unless you die first. Solution 9. One of Zidane's special attacks in Final Fantasy IX. And a place they somewhat teased, I think, very early on in the release information of Dawn Trail, that there was going to be a place. Alright. Kafkuya is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Interesting choice of a name. Solution 9. Yep, that's where we're going. Cool. Oh, I'm not there yet. Well, I mean, I knew there's always a second hub city, so I was beginning to wonder if that's what this was going to be. If it wasn't going to be a massive dungeon, which, you know, we're not quite ready for yet, the next city was kind of going to be the next thing. Vastly different from Tuliolo. Ah, there you are. I can't get over the Mickey Mouse oven mitt hands. If Queen Sphene has registered you as guests, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, well, then you may have a swarm of Zoral Jar's minions to deal with. Nothing for it to see if Sphene has betrayed us, huh? Oh, ow. Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. So I'm going to assume then, if this is the next hub city, Solution 9, then that's probably where that couple of times I've bamfed into Insanity's stream when he's playing this. That's where I've seen him. Because I did see a very tech-based place, and I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't be seeing this. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen Sphene. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits.
Everkeep. A tower of electrobe piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds.
Okay. Alright.
Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9.
9th level. Okay. Alright.
In so naming
Okay.
their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
It's rather impressive. I'll give it that.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrobe, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore?
God, the outfits.
I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoralja's Dominion, do you not?
Yeah, just after. Cool. Let me out explore!
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. Ah, the elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Of course, just that. Only that.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Okay.
Understood. We'll see you later. I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
Oh, absolutely.
What's with this place?
Excited about the same thing.
How can this all be the inside of a tower?
Because it's TARDIS.
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe.
I don't like that.
But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her. You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Elenasphere, why didn't you mention this sooner?
Been a little busy. Just been a little busy.
You want to explore together?
I'm almost always paired with you in this expansion with Lamar, regardless of what the situation is. So, I can't say no.
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Okay, okay. That's right, a tuning time. Yeah, very shortly. Love that it's Solution 9 that's on the 9th level and it's all pulled from Final Fantasy 9. I love that. It's like they almost want to beat us over the head with it. Sorry, just moving some stuff. Alright. It's cool. Okay. Good place. It's a whole new city to explore. Great. It's a residential sector. What's that one? Information center. Nexus Arcade. Dawn of a New Deal. Main Aetherite. Creation Zone. Okay, it's the Arcadian. It's a decent sized city, isn't it? It's a decent sized fucking city. Holy shit. It doesn't feel like a city, it feels like a zone. Towers inside a tower? I see it, but I still can't believe it. And for now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If I feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. Yeah, the map is total size, about half the size of the Zgheib steppe. It's crazy. I mean, to be fair, you look at the size of the cities in, you know, like A Realm Reborn and whatnot, they're pretty fucking big. It's just like, I look at that and I go, wow. That's oh yeah, who's this fucker? Who's that guy? Quick, stab him. Stab him! Stab! There you go, buddy. Oh, where's my fucking, I can't even remember where I've got it now. It's too fucking weird to try and find on the PlayStation sometimes. Too many emotes. It is very big. It's a big, big town. Oh, this is your Viper get-up, is it? Oh, yeah, I see. Very nice, very nice. You'll have to excuse me insanity. I, get some exploring done. Welcome to Solution 9. Can I interest you in a packet of angel snacks? They're all the rage at the moment. So, what have we got? Let's... I kind of want to do the story, but I actually also just want to do a wander. This is probably now going to be the rest of the stream, is me just exploring. Scanning port 9. Dude, alright. Okay. outfits are throwing me off, man. I tell you, the commute from here to work is enough to take it out of me. The commute, which is why I take every opportunity I can to unwind and appreciate the greenery. Oh my god. Stepped. Whoa. Okay. What the heck? I probably don't need to be doing the exploring, right? I'll probably get to explore the city just through the story. Looks like I'm a little fraught at work lately. Managing the expectations of the whole team can be tricky indeed. Oh god. We've really stepped into a completely different area, haven't we? It's obviously one of my favourite areas. I feel like they said there's going to be a housing district here. That could be wrong. There is moving. I'm moving house here. Well, I'm sort of glad they did Ishgard because I've been talking about that for a long time. We haven't had a new housing district since Stormblood? I don't think. I don't think we have we? Got injured at work? Okay. Alright, I mean, there's also multiple levels. This city's gonna be wild, isn't it? It's so far beyond what I was expecting. As I say, instead, like there was a couple of times where I sort of bamped into your stream, and I saw you running around some weird sort of modern structure, and I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't be in your stream right now. And now I'm like, cool, yep, no, it makes a lot more sense to me now. Makes a lot more sense to me now. Some new clothes, refresh my wardrobe a little. Well, I wouldn't say no to a shopping trip. Oh my god, stop it. Don't tease me with shopping.
None of the fishy wishes are looking as gorgeous as ever.
God. I could see an apartment complex in here. The way this is set up. I don't know if they do housing, but I can see this as an apartment building. Interesting, it's like the only one I've been able to enter. Fucking vending machines. My ankles are fine, don't worry about it. Super derpy, yeah. Haven't confirmed anything, nor that even mentions getting a new district this expansion. Sadly. First looks super derpy. I'm not taking too close a look at everything. I just sort of want to walk around and get a bit of a feel for it before the story sort of keeps taking me off to things. Although I imagine this is probably me going to be exploring this as the rest of tonight. Just walking around and looking. It's just wild to walk out and see that. City this size, you're absolutely going to need to make use of those aetherites. Crazy. I do love the vibrant purple though. Purple's up there as one of my favourite colours. All the residential radar are laid out like this, with gardens right outside the entrance. I love coming in and relax. Technology's great, but we'll always need trees and plants, you know. You know? You know? It's just more of the same. Current location, residential radius 914, section 02. Visitors must be equipped with a regulator or present a valid visitor permit. Okay, not me then. Christ. So when you guys played the story and you got to this point, did you immediately just continue on with the story, or did you do this and you just wandered around exploring everything? Isadora. Milos? Hi. Stranger in your house. It's okay, don't worry about it. May I help you? No, I'm out of here, sorry. It's a cool fucking bench top. I like that. I'll take 7. Explored the hell out of this place and found a few texture bugs. Story? Yeah, it said it was a story. Like, I feel like I should just do the story, because I'm pretty sure the story will let me explore most of this anyway. Right? But I'm like, I gotta just take a look around. It goes over the other side. Yeah, it does. It's a pretty interesting design. Like, even just the layout of it is really interesting. In fact, they're using the elevation as well. Residential radar is so different to my village back home. There's no sense of community for a start. I know some prefer it that way, but I feel more secure when I know who my neighbors are. Long time no see. See you later. We're moving on. Not interested. Get out of here. And that just takes me back down. I think I've seen you before. Don't live here, do you? Listen, we residents don't take too kindly to folk just wandering in here unannounced. Well, one of two things is gonna happen. You're gonna get over it, or you're not. And you know what? Neither of those are my problem. Oh my god, the little chocobo light. Oh, I want it. I want it. Ah, that's cool. Random person in random room. Okay, and that's just that way. Hello, let's play. Found a few texts. I'm not even bothered. I'm just looking at it going, cool. Whoopah! Okay, that'll take me out the other side. Different quirk, isn't it? Same thing? No entry for your registration. Slightly different line. Fucking wild. Hear about the outsiders who managed to get past the dome? But what? Wait, tell me more. Do we need to be prepared? Okay. See, there's somebody else exploring? Thank you, Luna? I don't know you. Is this somebody I know? I don't know if this is somebody I know. I mean, I know a couple of Lunas. I'm assuming so. Oh, it's you? Okay, hey Siren. So I actually know a couple of Lunas in game, but they're all like on friends lists, or so they have a different coloured name. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm confused. Mosaic. Oh, okay. All right. So this is like we've got our materia here, our shops. All right. I see. So this is going to be like our Nexus Arcade. So this is going to be like our vending area. Cool. Good. That works. Welcome to Mosaic, a place for folks from all walks of life to mingle and mesh like the patterned stones of... Well, you get the picture. If you like coffee, I recommend our original blend. I am not a fan of coffee. Just so you're aware, just throwing that out there. Coffee is not a drink of which I partake. Commerce sector. The two parts of me are warring right now. Like, I really want to push on with story, but God, I want to walk around and explore this massive fucking city. Like, oh, what a horrible thing to do to me when I'm right in the middle of wanting to learn more about the story. What a horrible thing to do to me. Want to do a bit of shopping? Well, you picked the right place. Commerce sector's probably the best retail hub in all I'll ever keep. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. I threw it to the other side. Do you want to buy the 7mm Gil mount? Nah, I'm all good. Just happened to be on the DC earlier today for something, so I hopped over to say, oh yeah, cool. Oh well. Welcome in. Good to have you with us. Alright. Delivery Moogle. Insanity, somebody's taken your other name. And it's a Lala film. Legit nearly spent my house upgrade money on it. Oh, what, on the 7mm mount? I'm curious to see what it is now, but I'll get there. Ah, new gear? I think I've seen all this already. Yeah, it's the 98 stuff, which is okay. I'm okay. Gemstone Trader, that's just the overall one. Irene. Hello there, I'm afraid we aren't open for business yet. Nevertheless, we look forward to your custom in the near future. What a beauty! Are you sure about that, mate? Drink more of whatever's in your cup. Maybe you'll change your mind. Ear Wheeler Dealer. Oh, that one. Okay. Found it. Thin return. Oh, is that bike? Is that one of... I've seen people riding around on these. Is that what it is? Is that what the Ear Wheeler is? It is a bike? Yeah, okay, bike now. Told you there is a person with... Yeah, there's a couple... I've seen a couple of Kaladins around. I mean, look, if you're going to have a name, it's a good name to have. Miscellany? We'll ship you? Ah, okay. Alright. Was it Laravel? Oh my god, it's the fucking chipmunk fucking bullshit. Okay. Let's get out of there immediately. Ganister? Welcome, miss. Care to peruse today's selection? Sure. What are they? No, don't leave me hanging, dude. Splendor's Vendor, Grip Exchange, Rodina. I'm good for a capable tradeswoman. Ah, I see. Yeah. Oh, wait. So, level 90? Is that what I saw? It is too. Oh, cool. Not doing that right now, though. Collectible appraiser. Okay, so we've done all that. Summoning bell. Okay, alright. That's the arcade examined. Jesus Christ. Alright, we'll head over to the main plaza. Pick up from there. Person got both names. Oh my god. What the fuck? Lay Node 9. Place is just mad. Like, just mad. And now I'm beginning to get more curious about what our final zone's gonna be. Like, do we actually get to step beyond the gate to the Golden City? Like, really, really curious. Alright, let's do this while we're here. Ugh, a crossroads already? This place is too much. I've no idea where I should go. That's why you explore. Right, I'm out of my mind. Let's head to that building there. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew we were gonna end up backtracking. And yeah, you can't mount up in here because it's a city. Cool. They patched the hole. I'm sad. What, there was a hole you can fall through or something, was there? It's the Final Fantasy IX theming song again.
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
That was fast.
Oh, a request, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, an important one.
There's a hole in the invisible walls. Ah, okay. Alright, alright. So when you say, when you say this person got both names, you're talking about two different Kaladin names, or both of the names you normally use? And so in the invisible walls, was that around the Aetheryte? Sorry. First name, Kaladin, second. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm with you. First and second name. Gotcha.
I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zeralja.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
She didn't make that decision. Likely.
I appreciate your concern, but you ask the impossible. Zeralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zeralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, You still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulichola. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
That's right.
Please.
I'll be there alongside him.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
Yeah.
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy.
Absolutely.
So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around?
Absolutely.
Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means.
Okay.
We're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour. I promise.
Enjoyable and enlightening, you say? It's 20 to 10. Do I do a little more? $97 question mark. Okay. I can't get over that area just yet, can I? I'll do a little more. Sven is our guide. We needn't fear getting lost. Give myself like the 20 minutes or so left. The Queen's Tour. 97, yep. Sven stands ready to take you on a tour of Solution 9. Oh, the Cosmere TTRPG. I was expecting the Stormlight one, and oh, what do you know? It's actually the Cosmere one. I haven't backed it yet, but I keep telling myself I need to. I just because I've been unwell and I haven't been at work because of my immune disorder. I haven't got the ability right now to be able to back it. So I'm hoping that come payday, I'll be able to turn around and go, "Yep, absolutely. Have my money. Have my money, sir." Because I tell you what, mate, when that shit comes out, I will quite happily fucking run a game of that. I've actually got a there's actually an actual play of the Cosmere RPG somewhere that I saw, and I need to go watch it just to see what it's like in action. So begin then, shall we? I must say I'm really grateful. This place is so vast and confusing. I didn't even know where to begin. While the district may seem daunting in size and structure, all the key facilities are situated near ley nodes, what you call aetherites. Remember this and you won't lose your way. Ah, yep. I feel that. I feel that insanity. Absolutely, that's my approach too. It's kind of like, yep, cool. We're living off instant noodles and baked beans and toast for the next wee while. Just so I could throw a little more money at it. Now then, seeing as it's right here, I'll show you the Nexus Arcade first. Please follow me. Yeah, I've already seen this place, thank you. God, it's so jarringly different vibe to the rest of the expansion. This complex is home to all manners of shops, from food and daily necessities to technological conveniences. You can find most everything here. Everkeep's interior is vast, as you've observed. This arcade makes it possible for people to acquire what they need in one centralized location. Amazing! How do you get to the upper levels? I don't see stairs. Do you see the glowing pattern over yonder? That's an automatic conveyor. Oh, okay. Such contraptions are found throughout Everkeep, allowing us to swiftly move between faraway places. I will spare us some walking. Are they also made from that strange metal? Like what's it? Oh, the carbonara one? Hell yeah, insanity. I've got a few. I still haven't tried it, but I've got a few of those sitting in my pantry, man. And I'm looking forward to trying them. See, I think the difference with Endwalker is the vibe for the different places you went was different, like almost every time you went somewhere different. Like there was just this enough of a change every zone so that you were always kind of like just progressively moving on to something different. Because 3, 4 of the zones in this have had a very similar sort of a vibe. All of a sudden we've pivoted and it's like that difference is like, oh my god, like just it's more jarring in this than what it was in that, despite the fact that you look at where you started and then you look at where you ended, and it was vastly different across Endwalker, but it was like this, you got enough time between to kind of change that vibe. This one, it just pivoted so fucking hard, so fast. I think that's the difference in feeling for me. Yes, the conveyors are powered by electrope. As a matter of fact, the ore is integrated into just about everything in Everkeep, even the floors and walls. And Walker had a lot of build-up over time, going to places progressively getting more extreme. Yeah, and as I say, every zone was like that little bit different. Like there was something different or unique about each one as you were going through. By etching arcane circuits upon it, electrope can be used to convert lightning energy to those of other elements. In so doing, we can achieve various effects. For instance, a conversion to wind provides flotation, which is required for the propulsion of our flying vehicles. Conversion to fire, meanwhile, produces light and heat, and it is employed in devices such as street lamps and heaters. There are even self-heating cups that keep your drink warm. Of course there are. Can you make a drink cold if you convert to ice instead? You certainly can. Our vending machines do just that. Try this. 1 egg yolk for bulldog sauce and powder and Kewpie mayo. Oh, I need to get myself some more Kewpie mayo now. Put that in a bowl, mix together just before you drain the noodles. Take half a cup of boiling water, mix it with the sauce. Oh, video? Yeah. Send that to me, bro. That sounds really good. Like I said, I haven't tried the carbon. I've had a series of the bulldog ones. I haven't tried the carbonara yet. But it's been one of those ones I'm actually, when I eventually get around to trying it, I'm actually kind of excited to try it. But yeah, there's a couple of different ways of mixing it up. Because I enjoy adding my own bullshit to it as well. So 100%, man, yeah. What's more, multiple energies can also be combined to produce some clever effects. For instance, by manipulating the air with wind, while projecting light with lightning, it is possible to alter one's appearance. Huh. Okay. It's almost scary what you can do with electrope. If such a wondrous material exists in our world, I imagine everyone will be fighting over it. Oh, hit a nerve, did we? Uh-huh, okay. Alright. Shop over here. What does it sell? Ah, yes. Let's go and take a look. I dare say you will find it interesting. My favourite so far, but this way specifically, I can smash that every day. Hell yeah. Dragonman Kingdom, we're talking elephants, the ruins of the old kingdom we're going to war with, to the moon, to the past, yeah, all the way to the edge of the universe. Compared to this expansion where it's like rural tribe land, old where someone thought they've got technology super protect city to, no, exactly, that's what I mean, like, Endwalker just had that every zone was a different vibe. This one, like, the first half of the game was just, it had that same sort of flow nicely through where you felt like you were in the same place. You weren't bamfing all over the world and up to the moon. You were literally just making that actual trek, that actual progression from one area to another one after the next. And so there was no dramatic shift until this. What's all this? This shop sells food. Those are the items on the counter. There's food? Can't imagine what they taste like. I thought you might be surprised. Your countrymen were too in the beginning. Ah, okay. Like ration packs and shit. Let's sample something. Choose one and I will purchase it. Welcome, friends. How lucky you are for Her Majesty to treat you. The 5 items on display are our most popular. I recommend one of them if this is your first time. Select an item that interests you. Oh my god. Takeaway bag. A Ghostbuster trap. A vacuum sealed fucking... I don't know. Bit of jerky. A blood bag. And what looks like tabs of some illicit drug. Slab of pink hexagons, liquid-filled pouch, long rectangular bar, hexagon pattern bag, black and yellow tin. Oh my god. Ah, the revivifying tonic. I take it you're thirsty. The flavour is a sublime blend of sweet and salty, and it stays fresh for over 10 years thanks to the special container. No. The synthetic fruit pellets, they're our best approximation of the taste and texture. Oh, great! The polygonal fucking grapes. That is a fucking meme that is never going to die, is it? Oh, I fucking appreciate that. I've never tried the real fruit, so I can't say how faithful they are, but there's no denying their popularity. That's never going away. Keen on the perfect meal bar, are you? It's all the nutrients your body needs, packed into a single foodstuff. The flavour is formulated to never taste dull, and one bar will satisfy you for a whole day. Many folks prefer this to taking multiple meals. It's like our OSM bars, gotcha. Ah, yes, the salad paste. This is designed for those who are concerned about their figure. With its blend of 9 varieties of vegetables, it'll help your efforts to slim down. Fashion models swear by it, and yous can't get enough of the stuff either. I have it from FanFest. Oh, hell yeah. This here is cultivated steak. It's not quite the same as the real thing they produce in the outskirts, but it's a sight more affordable. This particular product is known as Gold Label, and it's a delicious hybrid of beef and chicken, grown at the plant on the 4th level. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I just saw the blood bag and went, I've got to take that, man. They're all very tempting. I'm going to have the steak. I'm absolutely starving. Thank you for your custom. This being Her Majesty's treat, it's bound to taste all the better. Say, would you mind sampling your selections here and now? It's been a long time since we've had newcomers, and I'd love to see your reactions. The smoothie. Yeah. I gotta take the smoothie. This is a great chance to learn about Alexandrian culture. Let's dig in. Characters eating more live up to this point in all of the MSQ? Most likely, yeah. Teased by tacos too many times. There's a lot of tease in that sentence. Following Wooklamart's lead, you sample your selection. Amazing! I've never had any meat like this before. It's tender like chicken, but flavorsome like Ronique, and the spices give it just the right amount of kick. I could eat this every day! Don't mind them. They're just happy to see your honest reaction. And how about you? It's interesting. Sweet and salty. So, curious choice. It's always such a pleasure. My thanks for humor. This does take me back. It was chaotic when the people of Tuliolal first arrived. We endeavoured to learn about one another and embraced our differences. Alright, what about you, Sven? Aren't you having something to eat too? I appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now, thank you. Alright, what's your favorite food, if you don't mind me asking? My favorite food? Why do you wish to know this? She doesn't have one. She doesn't eat. Because I want to get to know you better. Why else? The more you know someone, the more you grow fond of them. That's what my old man believed. And my experiences have led me to believe the same. My favorite food. Is it such a difficult question? I'm sorry, it's just, when I think of those who labor to bring us the food, I find I can't settle on one thing. I thought I was indecisive, but you're something else. Decisive? Perhaps I am, but you don't need to laugh about it. Sorry, was that a child Zeral jar? Because it had the same coloration. Zeral jar got a kid? favourite food? That's a question I may never be able to answer. I don't know about you, but I'm satisfied. Let's keep moving. Very well. Next I was thinking of showing you the residential sector, but it's in part so I can tend to personal matters. It's a visitation to be precise, and I believe it will be educational for you as well. The two of you mind accompanying me? Not at all. Wonderful. Let me know when you have seen enough here, and we'll make our way. Make it our way! No, what's the time? Can't remember what I chose. I'm sure it was delicious, no matter what it was. Just wondering what kind of homes they have here. It is 10 o'clock. Let's make our way to the residential district. Ready? Let's head to the residential sector. It lies to the southwest. As we walk, I would be glad to tell you about any places of interest that we come upon. Oh, escort. Okay. That way, yeah. Keep up, ladies. Zoom, zoom. And sprint whiz off, just in time. Look at that. Like it was almost designed that way. The meat was so good. To get everyone at home to try it. Yes, but does it beat Ibrik Pavil? This is Mosaic, a cafe. Here you can buy drinks to enjoy while you relax. I see. In Tuliholal, there's a similar establishment called Zabalev Tai. That's seashell in the local tongue. Is there a story behind the name Mosaic? There is. In our continent, the races are named for stones. There's the hewn, who resemble some Tornawata, the tall and graceful Eldite, elves, and the diminutive and affable Malala. When they all gather here, they appear as a mosaic of colours. Thus did the founder choose to name the cafe. That's nice. They serve tacos here. It'd be perfect. Tacos? Traditional Turali dish. One of my favourite foods. Let's try it one day. Oh, yes, definitely. Is she a computer? Does she not eat? Is that why she's got all this knowledge and things? Again, I don't want an answer, but... We'll make it happen once we've restored peace to Tuliholal. Right, let's continue on. She's just such an odd character in the way she's being presented. Let's go for some tacos at Zabaliav Tai, the three of us. And here we are. These buildings are where our citizens live. They're massive. Each one is bigger than the palace. They are pretty damn large. They have to be. Just about all Alexandrians have apartments here. Lest you wonder, I'm here to visit some people. Their apartment is in the building on the left here at Residential Radius 914. Residential Radius? That's right. Come, the door opens automatically. 6 a.m. doesn't feel like about 3 hours. I know, it doesn't feel like... I'm looking at the time going, I need to finish because I got work in the morning. It's kind of like, a little bit longer. Mate, so you could sprint and Aetherite Hot Mount for these missions during the walk. Yes, very much so. Yeah, the escorts go at your pace instead of you having to go at theirs is a great quality of life change. Yeah, got your feet wet. And I love the fact that she's literally leaving. Yep, cool. So even the NPCs leave like watery footsteps. Great. This is the lobby, common area for residents. See, what does that machine there do? Ah, the concierge. They look after the residents. If you require assistance or have questions, they would be glad to assist. Is that so? No shortage of questions, but I'll direct them at you for now. all means, you may consider me your personal concierge. Hey Sven, can anyone live in this place? Naturally. In fact, many of your countrymen make their homes here. No matter your origin or race, occupation or regulated usage, all Alexandrian citizens are eligible for an apartment. This includes those you met who work in the outskirts. You've taken care of everyone for 30 years. I'm truly grateful. You really get the sense that Sven loves her nation, don't you? This is the place. A mother and son live here. Quote. Yeah, how slow they all were. You had to do that very slow walk, which was painful. It was like the cutscene walk that you get whenever they walk into a new zone. It's just that very slow. So why are you all walking in slow motion and taking baby steps? I don't understand. Oh, we visited this room before. Isidora, yeah, I remember that name. Majesty, you came. My friend's with me today. Is that alright? Of course. Friends of the Queen are friends of ours. Please make yourselves at home. Okay. Have a nap a bit, have a good night, day, and enjoy your little tour from the Queen and Prince. Yeah, I'm very much need to finish up very shortly. Appreciate you hanging out, Siren. Good time, man. Have yourselves a wee bit of a nap. Hope it's good. Catch you later. How's Milos been? There's been no change, but the symptoms are thankfully mild today. Hello, Milos. Have you missed me? My son was born with Levin sickness. Oh, a severe etheric imbalance towards lightning. As a result, he suffers from paralysis. He cannot walk and struggles to speak. For a blessing, he still has his hearing, and even on bad days, he can communicate with his eyes. I see. Sven visits often, does she? She does. Milos simply adores her. He sometimes even manages a smile when she's here. Have you considered not being in an area so heavily impacted by lightning ether now that the way is open? Look at yourself, Isidora. How are you holding up? Don't worry about me, Your Majesty. You always make time for us, and we have everything we need. I'm glad to hear that. But you mustn't strain yourself, understood? I guess I was at home, alright. Starting over the furniture and Tony. Yep. Autocritophone doesn't like game speak, no, because they're not traditionally recognised words, unfortunately. Fucking ass. There's nothing you can do for him? Perhaps a treatment with souls, or... Unfortunately, no. While souls can revive those who have met with an accident, they cannot reverse the effects of old age and illness. Truth be told, many children are born like Milos. The illness has existed for generations, but we've been unable to find a cure. We might be able to do something like that. The cause is quite clear, though. The excess lightning in the environment. It's no coincidence the number of cases has risen dramatically these past 30 years. It's all my fault. Yes. What was that? I'm sorry, Isidora, but I must be going. I promise to make it a proper visit next time with treats to share. I mean, yeah. It is, but it's... What they recognise as words or terms can be so freaking weird sometimes. Like, I hate the way that some slang is, like, adopted into official language a year after it is coined, and then other things that have been around for 5 years, a decade, whatever, are still not recognized as official terms. It's language. It sucks. Sorry, Isidore, I must be going. I promise to make it a proper visit next time with treats to share. There's no need to apologize, Your Majesty. If it weren't for you, Milos and I wouldn't still be here. Thank you. Oh, he speaks. Queen Sveen. It's my pleasure, Milos. I'll be back soon, so be a good boy. For your mother and for me. God, just the outfit, man. The bow at the back, the wing design on her outfit. They've really blended together Aiko and Garnet for this. It's actually wild how much they've blended those two characters together. There was such an illness. Thanks for accompanying me on the visit. The illness is a part of life in Alexandria, and I thought that you should know about it. We'll find a cure one day, mark my words. We'll make it so unfortunate children like Milos smile again. Her people, her family. Oh, level 98! We're at level 98 quests. Having recomposed herself, Sveen is ready to continue the tour. Okay, cool. Let's continue the tour, shall we? You obviously have duties to attend to, citizens to look after. We can stop here if you like. No, I do this because I want to, so please do not worry. Next, I'll show you one of this district's most vital facilities, a place called Resolution. To reach it, we'll need to go by way of Laynode 9, where the Aetheryte is situated. Okay, cool. Swag is the word. Yeah, this... I don't know, man. So many weird fucking terms. Okay, so we've now hit level 98 quests. We're going back to the main Aetheryte, yeah? I think that might be just about a good place to stop then, before I get too more involved in things happening. So let's use the Aetheryte and teleporto to the Aetheryte Plaza to Laynode 9. God, okay, so we've explored half of the place. But yeah, it's probably going to do me, I think. And I hope to be back tomorrow with some more. I'm really looking at trying to sort of make my way through this in a decent sort of a clip now. Because I'm very much vibing about wanting to get back into Baldur's Gate 3 as well and finish that run up. Like, I'm not rushing, I'm not racing. I'm just it's taken me a couple months to want to get back into playing Baldur's Gate 3 properly, and I'm about there. So if you don't want to get dragged into something that will fill you with intrigue to continue, I would say stop here. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm doing. We've hit the level 98 quest, and we're about to go to a different place of the city, so this is about where I'm going to stop. Yeah, the new patch comes next month, and I mean, by the time I finish this, that should probably have rolled around. There's some new Ayuden Chronicle DLC stuff that'll be coming later this month, which won't take long for me to play. And then I imagine Dragon Age will be out, I reckon it's going to be like end of October. So sort of between this and once I finish this up, because I could mix up the games I'm playing, I could. But I'm preferring doing this at the moment, going all in on one and then moving to the next. But I'm just about hankering to get back into BG3. Really kind of excited to get back on it. Friends are waiting so much for it. Yeah, I haven't even finished my first run of the game, man. Like, I still haven't finished my first run. Like, I literally stopped playing. Like, I was playing it every week. I was streaming it every week. Sometimes twice a week. And when Final Fantasy VII Rebirth came out, I stopped playing it every week. I still played it occasionally, but I stopped doing it every week. And then it just kind of filtered off, because ever since Rebirth came out, there's been something else that I've been wanting to play badly. But I toyed with the idea of mixing up playing Dawn Trail and Baldur's Gate 3 once I finished Ayuden Chronicle, and then it was just kind of like, I'm not quite there yet. I'm not quite there with when I get back into BG3, I want to get back into it. And I just wasn't quite feeling it yet. The last week, and specifically the last few days, actually, weirdly, I've had this hankering to just boot it up and just just get back into it. And I've just had a good mate of mine who's started a fully chat controlled run. Like, everything is chat controlled. And I watched him do a little bit of it today, and it's kind of like, fuck, I forget how wild fun this game is. Oh. But I mean, I've dabbled. I've still jumped onto it once every couple months, and I've done the odd little stream here and there just to keep up with it, but I'm just fucking ready to go back to it, eh? Anyway, old Gumstitch is continuing his Resident Evil run. I'm not going to go bamfing into their streams because they're playing other stuff that I want to do, and it is spoilers for me, so I'm going to go see Gummy. I'm just going to hit that now, and I'm going to go make myself some food and get ready for work tomorrow. Anyway, I hope to be back on tomorrow with some more of this. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday. I'll try and get on at least one of the next 2 days and get another 2 or 3 hours cracked out. I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. I appreciate that. And we'll go show some love to our great Australian mate. Hopefully I'll catch you next time.